Well, hey everybody, today we're here. Today we're here at beautiful Hastings Point on the far north coast of New South Wales in the Tweed Heads area. So we're just making our way across the parkland. The park is at the bottom of the headland, which we'll make our way up to. But as we are, just a second, as we're making our way across, we'll come to the surf. Straight out from where we're going to be looking, there'll be a rock shelf or rock reef. You'll get a lot of fish out there if you're a fisherman. Or fisher person, sorry. Don't know why this gimbal keeps moving up. But over here we've got a bush turkey looking for dinner. We'll just cruise through here. So we've also got Kudra Creek here as well. So we'll come out here and we'll look straight into Kudra Creek. How's this for a view? Pretty spectacular. So this is Kudra Creek. It runs all the way down, round the corner, and then goes over that bridge out there in the distance you can see. That's Hastings, that's North Hastings over there. Couple guys out surfing. We'll walk down to the rocks, we'll have a look out. Spectacular spot this. School holidays here, so there's families everywhere. I'll try not to get too many kids in the shot. Alright, so let's keep heading out. We'll go across the rocks and we'll do a shot off to the right and we'll have a look at the headland from down here, then we'll head up to the headland. Hope the footage isn't too shaky. I'm trying to make my way through the rocks. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You can't actually wear thongs on these ones, so I'm going to have to suck it up and get the sore feet, because if your thongs have got sand on them, you won't have any traction and you will go guts up. Ow. All right. We're across. All right. Have a look at this. I've been here all morning and videoed humpbacks. They come in, ouch, very close to this headland. Look at that. Hey Joshua, yes, we're in Australia. We are at Hastings Point. And hello Megan. It looks better than nice. It is beautiful out here. There's those rocks out there that I was telling you about. Just out to the north of the rocks there's a humpback. When we get up the top, I'm sure we'll see maybe 15, 20 humpbacks here. But look at this for a spectacular spot. Whereabouts in Australia are you, Josh? So you can see the cars up there. That's where we're going to be walking to. We'll walk up through around the headland. But just have a look at this. The wind's dropped. That next headland down there is Cabarita. Beautiful spot there as well. And we'll just have a look back in. You can see Kudra Creek and it runs around the corner. Great family spot, that one, on the high tide. You won't find a better spot to take the young kids and just have a play in there. On the weekend or school holidays, there can be 50 to 100 families in there. So we'll just come around a little bit further. I don't think I'll walk too far over the rocks. I don't know if you can see this, but that's the moon out there. And just out to the right of the rocks there's a yacht out there. All right, let's head back and see if we can... I just got to concentrate here. See if we can get up to the top of the headland. Like I said, I was down here all morning and I videoed with my drone. I videoed concentrating. I videoed all the humpbacks, and one of the humpbacks that came in really close was a mother with a baby. So I'll actually be posting that tonight on my YouTube channel. So it'll be in the video section, not the live stream, if you're interested. Okay, let's make our way through. Yeah, so that mother humpback and the baby, they couldn't have been more than 50 metres off the end of the headland here. You could have swam out there if you were so inclined. All right, we're across. So we'll just head up. So we're gonna head up here. So, don't know if you can hear them, but there's kids everywhere having a play in the rock pools. The rock pools here on high tide are fantastic. When I was into collecting, well, saltwater aquariums, I used to come down here on the low tide and all the fish would get caught in the rock pools, and they were easy to catch and get into my tank. Had some beautiful fish from here. So we'll just head up this way. All right, this guy under here has AR goggles on and he's flying his drone. I don't know if you can see him under there. We'll walk past him and I'll show you. We'll just sneak past. Just be quiet for a sec. So yeah, he's flying his, let's say it's a DJI Avata. Those things are machines. They're wicked. All right. So there's those rocks out there. I've actually done a lot of fishing out there. You run, when the swell's running big, you got rock and you got a channel straight up the middle, and you get a lot of tailor in there. All right, let's keep heading around. I'll just give you a view of the ocean while I'm walking around. Yeah, in case you didn't read the thumbnail, we're at Hastings Point on the far north coast. Oh, there's a whale right there. All right, between the two pandanus and in line with that yacht, you'll see the whale. This has to be one of the best. This has to be one of the best afternoons we've had here for a long while. Usually in the afternoon you get the offshore breeze or a northerly, just cooling the land down, and that wrecks the ocean. Now you can, don't know if you can see the whale. I can see where it's the smooth bit of water is, where he's just gone under, or she. Let's keep cruising up. Hopefully it'll poke its head up again. Yes, so this is really beautiful here. We've got all the pandanus, or the Aboriginals. We call them a breadfruit. They'd make bread out of the, don't know, let's try and get up there. You can see that there, that's the fruit, and then it's very starchy, and you can make that into like a damper, like a bread, and cook it over the open fire. All right, how's that for a view? Doesn't get much better than this. There is people everywhere up here. Everyone has the same idea. So when the swell gets big, you can see these waves here where they break out a little bit further. And if you get a real good one, it'll run all the way down and down to the start of Kudra Creek where I showed you. On small days like this, there's good diving. And, oops, you can see down here you've got the rock pools. The tide's coming in now. And when the tide goes out, all the fish are left stranded in there. Small fish that you can put in your fish tank. Yes, it is beautiful here. Hello, Kuaru. I hope I said that right. Is that... All right, let's keep going around. So we'll just do a look at the cars and the people up here enjoying this afternoon. They'll all be coming for one thing, which is to view the whales. So straight over that blue car, that's Byron Bay out there. So this runs all the way around and goes through the Byron Bay. That guy pulled right in front of us. It's a bit rude. Let's keep going around. Right, let's see if we can see some whales. People pointing, so there must be a whale very close. Let's go down. There's people with cameras, binoculars. Oh, there's a whale straight over those people's heads. Oh, it is stunning. When I flew today here, it was actually blowing quite hard. Sun's low and that's why my shadow is so long, but you see young kid in the red there having a little fish. Some more kids out the front playing. All right, let's move away from the crowd a little bit. So I'll just line up Byron Bay for you. So that tallest bit of the Pandanus there, right behind that, if you can see the headland out there, that's Byron Bay. You can actually see the Byron Bay lighthouse on the top there. So this beach actually runs all the way to Byron Bay. You have one creek and one river. So I don't know if you can see the rocks down there. That's Black Rock, and just to the north of that you'll see a bit of a groin, and that's Pottsville Creek. And then you go down a little bit further and then you have the Brunswick River. But apart from that, you can go all the way along to Byron Bay. Let's cruise down here a little bit. This is where I flew from today. The wind was blowing that hard. We set up here, tried to get behind this Pandanus to try and let the wind blow over us a little bit. But is this just spectacular or what? Some sharp rocks here. Phil, yes, we're in Australia. There's 2 whales straight out. That mother and calf, if you can see that wave just coming through here, that's where the mother and calf were just before. If you were fishing, you could have thrown a line just about over the top of them. There's that whale just down there. I forget what I was saying. But you get some good waves out here as well. Tide's a bit fat and the swell's a bit small at the moment, so no one's surfing. Yes, Phil, it is beautiful here. Let's just cruise back around. Over the top of the Pandanus, that's the rock islands or the rock reef that I was telling you about. Let's just head over that way a little bit and we'll look back down where they were fishing in that big hole. I can't see it here. High shells. I think that's, the writing's a bit small, but yes, I live just up the road. So we'll just go down here a bit and we'll have a look. But this certainly is beautiful today. You won't get a much better afternoon than this. And this is the middle of winter. There's people swimming, nobody's in jackets. There's a drone just there. I don't know who's flying that. Kids are waving to it. I think it's that lady out there in the white. I think she's flying it, and that's her kids. They're waving to it. See those young guys in there? They're getting the waves over the top of them. Watch this. Bit of holiday fun for the kids. It looks like great fun. I reckon out of the breeze for the middle of winter, it would be about 25 to 28 degrees. It is so hot. And you probably can't see it because it's using such a small lens, but there's probably 15 whales just hanging around straight out the front here. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. Straight over that person in the white. That's where the whale was. It's weird. The whales come around. I can't see Byron. Oh, there's the Byron headland. So whales come around Byron. They come in close and they come right around the front here for some unknown reason instead of just beelining. Look there's 2 whales there just swimming together. To the left of that lady now in the white. There's whale in front of it, 3 whales in front of it, and a couple of whales out the back. Can you see their backs? Their tails just come up in the air. It's just whales everywhere. It's unbelievable. Over on the rocks, there's a bloke going fishing now. As I said before, rock fishing is one of the most dangerous sports in the world. People don't realise they go down and stand on their shelf at low tide, and then they don't realise the tide's coming in, and next thing they're in the water in all their fishing gear. Most of them can't swim, or they've got such heavy gear on to stay warm during the night. I hope you can see all these whales, but they are everywhere. And that's why, let's just turn around a bit. You can see everybody up there on the headland. They're all watching the whales, videoing, photography, drones, all going out to those whales. I might go back up and just go for a little bit of a walk along the beach. Just come with me.
That whale's fair.
So we're back up the top of the headland. And then you've got all the tracks down to the beach. We'll take the easy track. All right, look at that. That whole beach, it must run for 50 or 60 kilometres. And at the moment I can see maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 6 people I can see between here and Pottsville. So there is just nobody. And this is school holidays. All right, on the beach. Let's go for a bit of a cruise. All right, let's look at, there's the headland from the beach view. How good does that look? Sorry again about my shadow, but the sun is really low and it's making my shadow very long. Still see the whales. There's a couple of jet skis just out there and they're following a whale. I hope not too close because it's illegal. As you can see, they've had a lot of erosion here. They lost so much sand, it's unbelievable how much sand we've actually lost. There's shells and rocks everywhere on the beach. Beautiful down here. This lady in front of us is collecting something. Most probably the best shells. After this I'm going for a swim. It is so warm, even for a pair of board shorts and just a t-shirt. If you weren't listening before or weren't on before, I've actually videoed with my drone a mother and a baby, and they were just off the front of that rocks up there, and I'll be posting that tonight on my YouTube channel. It just came out beautiful. The mother was just going up and down with the baby sitting on its back or just sitting on its pectoral fins. It's fantastic. So that'll be on tight. Hopefully I've got enough time to do everything. But I'll make time. I can't see any good shells yet. But let's have a look back. So there's front of the rocks and coming around. You can see all the cars up the top there, and that's the headland. It's only about, I think about 10 metres, 12 metres high, maybe up to 15. That's how high that headland is. I might go back up. So stunning views today. Oh yes. Winter's a really good time to come over here if you're coming to Australia. It's still warm enough that you can go swimming every day in just a pair of board shorts, but not so hot that it's in the mid to high 30s with 90% humidity where you are just sweating the whole time. Not very comfortable at all. Oi, the tide's racing me in here. Just move up the beach a bit. Yep, let's go back up the top. Can't see much down here, there's no surfing. Is there anywhere you want to see? Just let me know in the comments and I'll try and make my way there. If you want to see the top of the headland, back out to the whales, around to the island, just let me know. It's amazing how much sand we've lost here. That loss of sand there is about 8 foot. And all those rocks usually aren't exposed. It's usually sand from up there and it runs all the way down. And all this is usually covered. How's that? How's that for a view? Beautiful. That's the moon. Okay, let's keep heading up. We'll go a different way up this time. We'll head up to the right here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Sharp rocks. Right, let's keep going up. Let's go for a nice scenic shot. We'll hop underneath this pandanus. So, quite beautiful. Let's keep going up. Let's have a bit of a sit down here. So, I don't know if you can see the 2 jet skis out there. They'll be sitting on a whale, following it nice and closely. Not too closely, but they'll be following it. Left-hander breaking down the rock wall Oh, the rock face, sorry. Stunning. Like I said, this doesn't get any better than this. The wind has totally dropped. Not a breath of breeze. Look at this wave. Just crystal clear. Just rolling through. Fun little lift. You just have to get off quick and not get smashed on the reef. If you can see those jet skis just there, directly behind them, at that last bit of land you can see, that's Byron Bay. And on top of Byron Bay you have the Byron Bay Lighthouse. Right, let's go around this way a little bit. All the kids are out of the head dip rock. So they're having a bit of fun over there. Couple of fishermen on the rocks. One there, one over there. Couple of kids playing on the front of the rock there. Another lady flying her drone. And if you can see just beside her, it looks like a seagull. Oh no, it's a tern on the rock right beside her. Must have just got some dinner and just trying to warm up. Yep, certainly is stunning here. There's, right down there's one guy surfing by himself out in the middle of nowhere. You see that jet ski out about there. Let's go for a walk down here and we'll have a look out that bit of tongue in the rock. Ouch. Never smart enough to wear shoes, haven't we? If you're watching this and enjoying it, please think of subscribing. I'm going to try and put out 3 to 4 live streams every day from somewhere in the far north coast or the north coast of New South Wales. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right, I'll head down. Hope the footage isn't too rocky. But I'm trying to get through here without stacking it and hurt myself. All right, so that's what that young kid was fishing in before. I don't know if you get too many fish in there. They get trapped in there very easily. Right, let's head back up. Sorry for not talking, I'm just trying to concentrate and make my way up here as easily as possible. All right, now we're back on track. Let's make our way up here. There goes a drone. Screaming around. All right, let's keep heading up. Might just sit here for a minute and give you a couple of minutes of this view. So that's looking down the beach. It runs all the way to Pottsville, Brunswick Heads, and all the way out to Byron Bay. So that's about 50 k's, I'd say, maybe even more, 60 k's. There's a drone just to the right of that lady in white. It's coming into land. And that tern is not moving. That bird is just sitting on the rock going, what the hell is happening? It's just landing beside her now. And the drone's on the ground. So, how's that for a view? Just slowly pan around. Go around a little bit and just look around the corner. That's postcard stuff, isn't it? So out near that jet ski, if you can see the jet ski, there's a couple of whales. The whales are slowed down a bit at the moment. They must be staying out a little bit wider. Usually when there's no breeze, when they breathe, the water vapour they blow up doesn't hang in the air very long. So it's harder to see them when it's blowing. Oh, there's one out to the right. When it's blowing, it hangs in the air and floats off with the air or with the breeze for a while. Look at that picture postcard. Okay, let's make our way. We'll go back up a bit and we'll go around to the top of the headland. Here comes a fisherman going out to fish for the afternoon or night. Right, again, sorry about my long shadow there, but the sun pretty low in the sky. There's an ibis there. We call them bin chickens. So we'll keep heading around, head around to the other side. Everyone's out for a beautiful afternoon. You can see that middle of winter. No one's wearing any jackets. There's people over there with no shirts on. There's people going swimming. Just stunning. And actually quite hot. So there's those two jet skis are out on rocks. That's where you can catch a nice tailor if you've got a rubber ducky or a jet ski, and you can just troll in between those rocks. It's 3:25 here, so the sun's got about another hour and a half before it sets. Okay, let's keep heading around. All right, let's have a bit of a sit down. So this is looking north. So from Hastings Point Headland, come right around. That headland there's Cabarita, and the one out in the distance, that's Kudra, that goes around to Kingscliff. So as I said, a beautiful part of the coastline. If you can see that boat out there, it's right beside a whale. I'd say it's a whale watching boat. Hi Kiwi NZ, how are you this afternoon? We're just at Hastings Point here. On the far north coast of New South Wales, and in the Tweed area. Don't know if you can see that. There's a Jetstar coming in. That's going up to Coolangatta Airport. It's weird, it's landing that way when I can feel the breeze on my back. I think it'll be coming in the other way. Yeah, that is weird. So again, Cabarita and Kudra, Kingscliff. Between Cabba and Kudra. That beach is called Salt. It's about 7-8 kilometres of beach. It runs all the way up to the Kudra Creek. So just stunning today. Just a slight offshore, just starting to pick up now. And that plane's still going into the north though, that's weird. Must be blowing different up at Coolangatta. We'll just head around a bit. If you just tuned into the channel, where we're standing now is a fantastic spot to view whales, and I had my drone out there videoing them today, and there was a mother with her brand new baby straight off the headland, maybe 50 to 100 metres out, so close. And I videoed all that, so I will be posting that tonight on my YouTube channel. So if you'd like to be notified of that, geez, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm going to be doing 3 to 4 live streams every week. I post a short every day of surfing, and then I like to do little documentaries as well. So I put a lot of videos, a lot of streams out onto the net every week. So if you like what you're seeing, subscribe please, and hit the notification bell. How's it going, mate? So, try and do a bit of an arty shot for you. That's Pandanus in the foreground, just here. Then you've got the rocks, and then outside you have the rock reef. And it looks like those guys on the jet ski are actually fishing in there now. All right, let's keep heading down. Ooh, look at that left-hander. Oh, nice little wave. If you were a 20 kilo grommy, you'd have a ball out there on that wave. Hey mate, how's it going? How are you? Hey. Friendly dog. Hello, hello. This Pandanus has been uprooted in the last big storm we've had. Seen better days. Looks like there's enough roots in there for it to keep growing though, which is good. So let's try and get that in the foreground. There, beautiful. And then looking around. Come around a bit further. Beautiful. Just a second, I'm going to try and center the gimbal. Might be a bit shaky for a second. There we go. Okay. Let's keep heading down to the lower car park. Got a little seat here. Let's just have a seat while we look out. Again, looking up to Kudra, Cabarita. And we'll walk around, we'll go back in and have a look in Kudra Creek. The afternoon cruise out there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys out there surfing now. A few fun waves. There's people going for a swim. Let's just turn away from them, let them walk through. Okay, let's keep going. So that's Kudra Creek. That runs around the corner. Fantastic. Oh well, everybody, let's keep it going. I like to do about a 1 hour live stream. We're at 52 minutes, so I've got 8 more minutes to go. So we'll just keep cruising around. Stunning view. Hello, chicken on biscuits, how are you? Yep, just keep cruising around. Oh, that water's nice and cool. So we'll cruise around a little bit further and we can look all the way down Kudra Creek here. If you just tuned in, everybody, I was up on Hastings Point today and I filmed a lot of whales with my drone, and tonight I will be posting the mother and baby that was straight off the front. So that will be going on when I get home and have my dinner. They're very spectacular. They were between 50 and 100 metres straight off the front of the headland. So if you're fishing, they were that close you could have thrown a line over the top of them. Where are you from, chicken on biscuits? We're here in the far north coast of New South Wales, up on the Tweed. This is called the Tweed Coast here. Okay. Cruise along the bank. And this here is very popular with families, especially on the weekends and school holidays. Look at that. Just stunning. Water's crystal clear as well. If you just tuned in, I'm just letting you know I do between 3 and 4 live streams every week. I do a surf short every day, and I try and do a documentary or a surf video or a foil video once every 1 or 2 weeks, depending on the surf and whether I can get enough footage. But that's what I enjoy doing. Not a bad hobby. So that's looking down Kudra Creek now. So if you'd like to see that, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I put out some new video. Look how crystal clear that water is. Look back out the mouth. Beautiful. And the water is nice and cool. Up there, that shiny thing, that's a post made for an eagle. If eagles want to come and nest in there. So cruising back towards the mouth of the Kudra Creek at Hastings Point. Tide's boring at the moment. That water is so fresh. Lifeguards, they patrol that part of the beach. We'll have lifeguards down around Pottsville, either side of the river mouth or creek mouth. And the lifeguards run all the way up and down the coast, and we have drones in 52 locations. And these drones are there to spot for sharks and keep the water safe. The drone can pick the shark up a long while before it gets to the flagged area. They let the patrol know, and the patrol can then clear the water until the shark has moved away. Very effective. Alright everybody, that's an hour. Like I said before, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. I put out 3 to 4 live streams every week, a short video every day. That's around 7 o'clock at night, my time, between 6 and 7. And I also put out videos, surf videos, foil videos, and I do like to do little documentaries as well. So that's my hobby. I enjoy doing that sort of stuff. And so please consider subscribing, and you'll be notified every time I put out some new content. All right. Thanks for watching.